Thank God it wasn't your entire life. Oh, you dated him for 3 years and he treated you like trash? Thank God it wasn't 30 years of your life. And you broke up with him? Thank God. Oh my God, you were married to that guy for 10 years and he treated you terribly and then you suddenly left and you're really sad that you dated him and married him for 10 years? Thank God it wasn't your entire life. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, you were working in that job for 10 years and now you realize you didn't like it and you feel like you wasted 10 years of your life. Thank God it wasn't your entire life. Thank God you could leave. Like, so many people are like, oh my God, I wasted so much time. I wasted this. I wasted this. You didn't waste anything, queen. You had an experience. You learned something. And then you moved on with your life. You left. You left. You did what you left. I wasted this much time. You didn't waste your life. You can let it take your day. You can let it take your week. You can let it take your month. You can let it take your year. But you cannot let it take your life. Don't ever, ever let something take your life. No, it's not worth it. You have so much life to experience. Use it.
And girl, let me tell you something. Life's not over until you're dead. You can reinvent yourself anytime, any day, any hour you decide to do so. And it doesn't even take you having some big epiphany. This video can be epiphany enough. If you don't like where your life is, if you don't like where your life is going, or if you don't like where you came from, change it. You have the power to change it, nobody else. I've been seeing girls in my comments saying, oh, I'm 30 years old, I've already what? Do you know how young 30 is? When you get to 50, you'll realize, wow, I was so young at 30, but I thought I was stuck. I thought I was stuck with that guy, with that job, living in that town. But the truth is, the only place you're stuck is in your mind. In reality, you have all the mobility you need. Set a plan up. Start small. Think to yourself, okay, I want to do this. Let me set a plan, a realistic plan on how every day I can inch towards that thing. Let me tell you something. When I got my job at Google, I thought, okay, I'm set. This is exactly, where I'm supposed to be. Google's a huge company. It took me so long, so many interviews, so much testing and to get here. And when I got there, I was like, okay, I like it, but I think I have more to me. I think I have more to give. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna become an influencer. Who's gonna stop me? And in my 30s, I said, I'm gonna be an influencer, hence chiefluencer. So there's nothing stopping you from saying, oh, I like this, but I want more. Always strive for that more. Because guess what? Your life's not over until it's actually over and you go and meet your maker. Until then, baby girl, keep reinventing yourself. Okay? Okay. Bye, guys.
I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but you can wake up one morning and decide to turn your whole life around. You can rebrand your whole life. You have permission to do so. If you don't like the way that you look physically, start working out. Start prioritizing your health. And it's not even as crazy as you have to be taking Pilates class and doing all these things and throwing money out the door to make you feel like you're actually doing something. It's as simple as going to the grocery store and choosing better options. Instead of choosing food that is processed, you choose more whole foods. If you don't like your career or your job, start putting applications out. It's always better to look for a job when you have a job. And if you are not doing something that you are passionate about or you feel like this is not going to fulfill your purpose, sometimes it's not even about quitting, because we all have responsibilities, but you can definitely do a side hustle while you are still working somewhere. That side hustle can be something that fulfills what you truly want to do until you can actually make it full-time, your full-time job. If you are single, don't wait on anybody to try to fill that gap. If you want to get your hair done, you want to get your lashes done, you want to get your eyebrows done, you want to buy yourself a new outfit, do all those things. And if you are seeking a relationship, keep working on yourself so that when the right person comes, that high value man that you've been praying for, you are able to receive that blessing because you are mature on a spiritual, a physical, and a mental level.
As somebody who completely rebranded and restarted her life at 35, here are some things that I went through. I felt very lost. I felt very confused. I felt very alone. I felt very behind. I felt very discouraged. All those negative feelings that I was feeling at the time was something that I needed in order for me to grow as a person. I took all of those emotions and knew that if I didn't make a change, I was just going to stay the same and keep going through the same cycle over and over again. A couple months into being in Arizona, I came across the travel industry and it was the most perfect time. It was something that I needed, and God was like, here you go, do whatever you want with it, but it's yours. Yes, we want to be successful, we want to make money, but I'm going to put the topic of money aside. The amount of personal growth that I've seen within myself the last 2 years is unlike anything that I have ever experienced within myself. This may come off as conceited or who does she think she is, but I feel a sense of audacity, right? Nobody can tell me a single thing. Nobody can tell me what to do. I'm so comfortable in my own skin, in my own body. The sense of freedom that I feel because of that is a feeling that I wish everybody can experience once in their life. If you're going through a season of change and you are feeling the same exact things that I was feeling 2 years ago, it is completely normal. You need to feel those things in order for you to grow. It's gonna suck, trust me. I've crashed out so many times. I've cried myself to sleep. I woke up crying. There was days where I couldn't eat. There was days where I would overeat. An emotional roller coaster was like this. But all the things that had happened the last 2 years has shaped me into the person that I am today. I'm not where I want to be right now. However, I've come a very long way. I still crash out here and there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I crash out. But this is the beauty of rebranding your life, restarting your life. Also, if you're in your 30s right now, rebranding and starting your life over, you should take pride in that, because there are so many people out there that are afraid to do that. And just remember this, you have one life to live, so take that leap, take that chance. I promise you, you're not going to be at rock bottom forever.
I don't know who needs to hear this message, but a fresh start might be exactly what you need. Hear me out. A fresh start may be exactly what you need. Sometimes we let our ego distract us, saying that we can't start over. Starting over is very immature. I beg to differ, babes. I beg to differ. It's actually very mature of you to realize you need a fresh start. You need to start over. It's okay. It's called growth. Growth in assessing exactly what we need in our lives. I didn't realize I needed to start over. I didn't realize I needed to start over. I didn't realize I needed to start over. Should be the only thing in your head. It's okay to start over, babes. It's not beneath you. It's not immature. It's actually the most mature thing you can do. Start over. Start over in the friendships. Start over in your career. Start over in your family life. Whatever it is for you, babes, realize what you need and move on. Okay? I love you.
Guys, I think one of the most amazing things about life is that you can literally start over whenever you want. People think that failing is synonymous to starting over, and it's really not. Being able to start again, try something new, reinvent yourself is the biggest privilege, and it is so exciting, and it is why being a human being is just so much fun. I understand once you feel like you really invested something, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a job, a place you live, whatever it is, it's so hard to think, oh, like I'm just gonna go and start over again. You don't realize how much life you have to live and how little people care. For me, things really start to change when I realize I just don't care what people think. Like, people are always going to have an opinion. This is my life. One day I'm not going to be here anymore. I want to go out knowing that I tried everything I want to try. And you guys, when I tell you, my friends laugh at me all the time, because one day I will wake up and text in our group chat like, guys, I think I'm going to learn how to do this today. Actually, guys, I have this other business idea. I think I'm going to do this. My biggest fear in life is to miss out and not get to try all the things that I want to try, or to be an older woman with regret. It's why I find it so easy to just pack up and keep it pushing, keep a step in. That's just how my mom is as well. She raised me that way. And I genuinely think it's because in my mind, I think starting over and being able to rebrand yourself is so exciting. Like, the thought of me meeting someone and them saying to me, oh, you've changed so much, is not a bad thing. Like, I want to change, I want to grow, and I want to develop. It honestly makes me so sad when I speak to someone and they're like unhappy in something that they're doing, but they don't want to leave it or stop it or break up with that person because they've already invested 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is. And I'm like, that's nothing. You could have invested 50 years, you could have invested 20 years, you could invest another 2 days, and that's still too much. The only person that is responsible for your own happiness, I think, is yourself. And if you are doing something or you are living something that doesn't make you happy, restart. Obviously, if you have kids or pets or responsibilities, you need to be responsible and think about other people. But I'm just saying, like, if you as an individual person are not happy, starting over again is not embarrassing or wrong. Pack your shit up and start again. That is not embarrassing. I have literally walked like 20 different lives in the 27 years of me being on earth.
One thing that no one tells you about changing your life or rebranding yourself is the fact that you're going to have to make the decision to change your life every day for a period of time. And I mean like every day. I thought it was a one-time decision and then you just kind of like, keep it going, keep it up. In order for you to change your life, it's going to take time. And along that time, you're going to have to keep choosing. And as someone who is currently in the middle of it, I just have to say, this is not fun. But at the end of the day, I remind myself that if it was easy, everyone would do it. You got this. I got this. I love you. Bye.
Because I don't want you guys to keep rebranding every single year. This year, I want you to choose your rebrand very intentionally. Very intentionally. Choose your role models very intentionally. It's giving me whiplash. Oftentimes the reason you don't get where you want to go is because you're not fucking consistent. You're not fucking consistent. And if you're rebranding every goddamn year, you lack consistency. I need you to, lean in, evolve, but you don't need to like shift your identity every year. So I need you to be a little bit more intentional this year. That's all.
Watch how quickly things start to line up in your face the moment that you just decide. Make the decision that this is it, this is what it is, this is final. Whether it's a job that you want, a promotion that you want, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, whatever it is, decide that it's already yours. And stick to that decision in the face of opposition, doubt, insecurity, worry. Keep choosing the new story over and over and over again, and you're gonna be so surprised at how life reflects it back to you.